Yo, what's good YouTube? This is Jay from T&J, and we are looking at our team here, and I've been listening to you guys. I know you guys have been going back and forth with me about should I trade Chase Anderson or Zach Davies. And you know what? You guys are right. I should keep Zach Davies because he is a cornerstone in our rotation in real life. And you know what? I haven't given up on him yet. He's only 25 years old. Right now, he's 2-1 with a 5.3 ERA. He's actually going to pitch this next game versus the Rockies at Coors Field. So, you know what? We're going to go ahead and trade Chase Anderson because look at him. He's 3-2, 3.29 ERA. Starting pitchers are valuable. We all know that. But let's look at our bullpen here. So, we have Corey Knebel, who's pitching really good this year, actually. He hasn't given up a run yet. Blake Parker's pitching pretty good as well. Brian Shaw is a pretty good pickup as well. Taylor Youngman, he's doing well. Look at this bullpen. I mean, we're all doing well. Then we come down here. So this is our only lefty in our bullpen, Tommy Lane, and he's a 33-year-old pitcher. I don't know if he's gonna be good for very long because I mean he has pretty good stats. I mean 73 hits per nine, 68 strikeouts per nine, but besides him, I mean, we don't really have anybody else in our bullpen. Nate Carnes is also in our bullpen right now. He's 4-1. He's doing really well coming out of the bullpen. And then Steve Geltz is killing it at the closer position. 0.79 ERA. He's a beast. So, you know what we're going to do? We're going to trade for a left-handed relief pitcher. Let's just look at where we are in the standings here. So, we're a half game ahead of the Cubs. And that's too close for comfort, to be honest. The Cubs are always on our heels. Let's just look at some quick stats. You see that right there. Franklin Gutierrez is tied for the NL lead in home runs with 11. And if you looked here, he's third in the league in batting average, hitting 371. Josh Hader is tied for first with 5 wins. So we're doing pretty good there. We have no blown saves on the year. And, man, let's just bolster our bullpen. I can't even talk. Let's just boost our bullpen here. So I'm gonna give the people what they want. Don't think I'm not listening to you guys because I am. And I was just going through relief pitching, and you know, a lot of these teams, they're stingy when giving up relief pitchers. And I was just trying to look for a trade here, and I came across our division foes here, the Pittsburgh Pirates, and here they have an 80 overall, 32 aged Antonio Bastardo. See potential, but look at his stats. I mean, he's got 84 hits per nine, 83 strikeouts per nine, 68 clutch, 91 breaks. So I'm pretty happy with those stats. The only thing is he's got $2.4 million on that contract, so we are gonna take on more money. But look at this. They want Chase Anderson right there. No other people need to be involved. Straight up 1-for-1. The other guy I was actually looking at, let's go if I can see if I can find him. So Chris Withrow. So it's funny because like when I try to get a lot of these other guys, look, see, I can't get him. Can't get him. Can't get him. I mean, this is how it is with every team. But Chris Withrow, let's just look at his stats here. So he has 93 hits per nine and 81 strikeouts per nine. But the thing is, though, I do need that left-handed arm out of the bullpen. Right now, look at that. He's only pitched not even an inning. And he must have just gave up a bunch of runs because he's got a 40 ERA. But, I mean, the good side about him is that, I mean, the bad side about him is, look, I mean, I need to throw in more players. So, man, I don't think it's worth it to just try to throw in more prospects because right now my farm system's looking pretty thin. But Antonio Bastardo comes in, 80 overall. He automatically is an upgrade in our bullpen. 1-for-1. Let's just execute this trade to the Pirates. They accept it. So let's just look at our roster now. They've accepted that trade. So let's look at our bullpen now. So look at this. So now we got Corey Knebel. Antonio Bastardo is our number 2 out of the bullpen. Blake Parker, Brian Shaw, Taylor Youngman, and then Tommy Lane, the other left-hander. So Nate Carnes is probably going to move up into the starting rotation. He was moved to the bullpen, but I actually liked him as a starter because he actually was he gave me some good counts. Like I said, I play quick counts, so he gave me some good counts. Michael Worth is that 18-year-old I signed in free agency, And, I'm going to keep him down there because I want to get him some work there. I don't want to rush him up because right now we don't have a lot of prospects. So he's 18 years old. Reggie Flowers is one of the guys I drafted as well. Geronimo Reyes is like the number 2 prospect in baseball right now, I believe. Let's see. Yes, he's number 2 in the MLB. I'm happy about that. So I'm going to keep him down there. But let's just get into this gameplay. We are 21-12. Let's just look at some past games here. So we won the last 2 out of 3 from the Rockies. We're in the beginning of May here. Next, we got the Giants coming up. Looks like we're going against the NL East. Nothing but the NL East this whole month, it looks like. So, man, let's just get into it. We're going against the Rockies at Coors Field. We all know this is a hitter's park. Let's just get into it. Alvin Larang is on the mound for the Rockies. He's 0-2 with a 5.57 ERA. Doesn't look like he's been doing too well to start the season. And Jonathan Villar, look at his road to home splits. He's doing way better on the road, so he's looking to take advantage here at Coors Field. And on a 3-0 count, he gets a fastball to start off the game right down the middle, and he's in for a stand-up double. We've been looking for that from him, so it's good to have him on and starting this game off right. And Eric Thames comes up next, and he's a complete opposite with a great batting average at home and an okay batting average on the road. But he drives in the run. Ryan Braun comes up next, and you know not to hang one over the middle for Ryan Braun. And look at Eric Thames. His base running must not be that good because he didn't even know to run on that, and that was clearly in the gap. But it's all right. We got guys on second and third with Franklin Gutierrez. He's third in the NL in batting average. He's the surprise of this season, and he gets an inside pitch and pops it to right center, and that drops in. Eric Thames is going to come in to score. Ryan Braun is going to move to third, and we got guys on the corners for Lewis Brinson, and he hits a grounder right between the shortstop and third baseman, so another run comes in, and that's a 3-0 lead early in this game. And Jet Bandy, why did I have him hitting right behind Brinson? I don't know. I must not have checked that before the game. Oh, yeah, I remember why, because I had Robinson Chirinos, and I usually have him batting after Brinson, but I just substituted him, gave him a day off. But here we have Zach Davies on the mound. Like I said, I'm looking for some good stuff from him. And right away, he gets Nolan Arenado striking out swinging. And next in the 4-hole, he gets a struggling Trevor Story to ground out to third. And here in the second, Orlando Arcia is lining up, leading off the game here in the second. And look at this. That ball is right at the second baseman, and I don't even know what he did with it. I don't even know where DJ LeMahieu is. He must be hurt because that's not DJ LeMahieu. And look at this. Zach Davies bunts. He does a push bunt, it looks like, and the pitcher can't handle it. And VR does almost the exact same thing, but he beats it out at first. And Eric Thames comes up, and he stays hot. And I'm rounding third with Zach Davies, but then I remember it's Zach Davies. He's not going to make it. So we got bases loaded with no outs here. And Ryan Braun comes up, and he hits a line shot to the left center gap. I'm tagging up both runners here. VR's got that speed to get from second to third on that, even though I was a little late. And Franklin Gutierrez pops one up to short center. The outfielders are playing him way deep, but it's okay. I had tagged up anyway, and VR comes in, and he just gets under the tag. So now we have the 6-0 lead, and Lewis Brinson comes in with 2 outs, and he hits a line shot to center to end the second. So the Brewers, this might be the best 1-2 inning I've had since I've been playing. I mean, 6 runs in the first 2 innings. That's really good. But here, Franklin Gutierrez gets a little bloop hit. And look at this. He comes up throwing, and this is a reason why I love him in right field. Look at where the ball placement on that one is, and that saves possibly a run coming in to score because Zach Davies gets out of that inning. And one thing about Zach Davies in this game, he gave up a lot of hits. He gave up 8 hits by himself, but his situational pitching was outstanding. When he had runners in scoring position, he didn't allow them to score. He was grounding out a lot of guys. And, that's what we need from him. We don't really need him to have a really low ERA. Of course we want that, but We want somebody who's not going to give up runs when it matters, and that's why we actually needed to bolster our bullpen, because we needed a left-hander out of the bullpen who wouldn't come in and either walk guys or give up a lot of runs. And like I said, here's that situational pitching. He gets the next batter to ground out to first, and here in the 7th, we get the pinch hitter here to strike out, but he's got 90-something pitches, so I bring in Taylor Youngman, and he gets Nolan Arenado to ground out to first to end the 7th inning. And here in the 8th, Franklin Gutierrez stays hot. He's looking to jump up in that NL batting title race there. I mean, it's early in the season, but he's hitting 380, close to 380 to start out the year. That's outstanding. And here, Hernan Perez, they hang one, and I don't even know. That was just lucky, to be honest. And Taylor Youngman on the bottom of the 8th inning comes in, and he's striking out Carlos Gonzalez. He's striking out Trevor Story, and he's striking out Ian Desmond. He strikes out the side in the 8th. And I give Steve Geltz some work because he hasn't pitched in a long time. So he's not coming in for the save, but just to get him some work, and he gets out of there. And the Brewers go on the road and steal one at Coors Field. We don't just steal one, we steal 3. We sweep them. And we're staying hot here. Just hit subscribe. The Brewers are rolling. We're in first place. It's going to be interesting.